Grand rising, bonjour, top of the day, good morning, happy Saturday. I woke up and a lot of stuff was coming to me as it normally does, but just lately, the feeling of um, people wanting other people to feel regret, wanting people to remember, wanting people to adhere by rules that they're setting, or trying to whip someone into shape. There's things of that that's going on right now. For instance, there are people who are in their feelings right now. I did a message yesterday because something came through strong about someone being in their feelings, but today it's more of a anxious feeling. There is a bitterness feeling. There is an anger feeling. There is an afraid feeling. There is a confusion feeling. And it's giving just a lot of low vibrations, is what it's giving. And what I feel like is there's possibly a person who has come upon a new person, but there may be a mutual person in between those two people. And the new person is highly aware of the mutual person. And so, if you can catch my drift, normally when that happens, when there is an individual, sometimes there's individuals in this world that hold on to resentment, regret, anger, all of that other stuff. And sometimes the universe brings things together that you would be like, oh, universe, why would you do that? But it's literally for a reason. Um, I'm probably not making sense because, like I told you, there's a whole bunch of confusion, chaos, anxiety. It's a lot of these feelings that are going around. I'm literally feeling them. Um, and it's what I really, really feel is that there is someone that has met someone new, and they're like in the middle of trusting this person, but then it's like, well, you know, you kind of make sense, new friend. So let me just chill over here with you. But this new friend that this person has come upon is not a good person. They're coming off as a good person, but there are motives, and the motives are disgusting. They're just foul. They're just everything that I just mentioned. That's why the person is feeling confusion. They're feeling a little bit of anger. They're feeling bitterness. A lot of that is probably energy that's rubbing off on this new person because this new person is carrying it. And it's had this it has had this person in their feelings, and it's making this person come off edge a little bit. A little bit of passive aggressiveness against others and things like that. But this is why I'm always telling people to watch the company that they keep. Vet people out. Just because you meet someone new doesn't mean you have to be buddy buddy with them. Normally, a lot of the times, people that are often too friendly, they scare me. Not scare me like that, but not even scare me, like they make my antennas rise, because what I found out is every smiling face is not a smiling face. It's actually a smirk. It's actually some type of dark ass grin if you pay attention to people. But that's what I have for today in this message, because I woke up in that. No, I don't even try to wake up in that because I don't do none of that shit. I don't sit in sulk. I don't sit in regret. I don't sit in hatred, bitterness. If something happens, okay, we hash it out. I'll move the fuck along. But if someone else wants to stay in that energy, that is on them. And that's also what I'm getting is there's someone that has said something, but it's still messing with them, as in the person that said, tried to go out and say, say their feelings, but it's still messing with them. So that means that there's something else in the air that probably has to do with something else, but it's just, so it's like that. That's why I say, a lot of the times, cause I made another video where it was like people hold on to things that happened with someone else, and that's why a lot of people can't move on, because they're still thinking about what someone else did. And I too myself I do this in certain things, but again, that's everyone's right to be conscious. That's a conscious thing. You're being conscious, you're being aware that, oh hey, this feels familiar. That's another thing. Familiar spirits, like I said yesterday. There are instances where people have met new people, but then that new person feels familiar, as if like, oh, I've been here before, oh, deja vu. That's when you need to start using your discernment and try to figure out, because like I said, energy is fluid. It goes wherever it needs to go. It goes into whoever it needs to go into. And a lot of the times, the reason why we go through the same cycle is because we're not seeing something, and that spirit is catching. Oh, they're not noticing this, and that, people don't just keep up with other people in the physical realm. They keep up with people in the spiritual realm. Just because we're knowing that there's people in here with a lot of good energy, there are people in here with a lot of bad energy that can do some of the same things that good people can do, but it's more on the darker side. So this is also why I'm always stressing: watch the company that you keep. You don't always have to be buddy buddy when you meet someone. You need to keep your distance at first. Do the little 90-day trial that jobs be doing, where they be doing like the little 90-day probation period in job, where they give people enough time to figure out who the employee is or whatever. You do that with people. You don't have to be a person's friend just because they show you their teeth and they wave at you and they say a few nice things. You can still take your time with people. And I say this because this world is small. Keep that in mind too. This world is small. Yes, this is a huge world, but it's small at the same time. And if you know people, so keep that in mind as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna sign off of here, and if I have to say anything else, I'll come back and say something else. But until then, see you later.